Welcome to another episode of the Good Intelligence Sports Podcast Show. I'm back, baby. This is my first video in a while, but I'm here for it. The NBA free agency has kicked off. And when I say everybody getting paid, everybody's getting paid. Some people not so good, and some great players are getting their money. Steph Curry has signed his second $200 million deal. That's crazy. First player to ever do that. But first thing I need y'all to do is like the video, subscribe if this is your first time viewing me, and enjoy the content. We're going to get right into it. We're not going to waste no time. We ain't going to waste no time at all. First people I'm going to start off with is my local team, and that's the New Orleans Pelicans. You see me, I call them the Pelicans. And if you're a fan of them, then more power to you. But to me, they can't do anything right. So yesterday, the very first move looks like made in the NBA was Lonzo Ball signing trade. They did a signing trade with Chicago for a 3-year, $85 million deal. The Pelicans got out of that deal Garrett Temple, who's a local Louisiana, Devontae Graham, bag of Doritos, and somebody else. I don't know. There's some unknown players. Chicago got Lonzo Ball. The Pelicans can't do anything right, man. From the reports I'm reading, they want Zion to be the point forward. I don't know, man. They're not any good. Don't seem like they want to be any good. They're going to be in the lottery again next year. They still got Brandon Ingram. They still got Zion Williamson. But that's it. Who else? Garrett Temple, he can defend, but he's not really an offensive threat. Devontae Graham, I guess he's coming to his own, but we'll see, man. But the Pelicans is doing what the Pelicans normally do. And for my fans that were out there talking about, last year, y'all were on David Griffin's jock. David Griffin couldn't do no wrong last season. Now all of a sudden he's not a good GM anymore. So who knows what the Pelicans fans, who y'all like and who y'all don't like. But they didn't get any better yesterday. They got a little worse, but who knows, right? Moving on. The next bit of news that broke yesterday was the Miami Heat signing. Miami Heat is putting together their own super team. We got Kyle Lowry going to the Miami Heat in a signing trade. We got PJ Tucker signing with the Miami Heat. We got Markieff Morris going to the Miami Heat. And then Miami let Duncan Robinson rob him with no mask and no gun. 5 years, $90 million. Duncan Robinson can't guard a fire hydrant. All he does is shoot, and he's a catch and shoot. He doesn't create his own shot. If there's no screen available, Duncan don't get open. I'm just trying to figure out why you gave this man $90 million for 5 years. That's $18 million a year to, I guess, hit wide open shots. I don't know. I don't know. It seemed odd to me that you would do that. I mean, I thought basketball was more than shooting, but hey, who am I to judge? Hey, if you like it, I love it. But Duncan Robinson getting $90 million is kind of ridiculous to me, being the fact that you gave Kyle Lowry $85 million, a shorter contract. So Kyle is getting a little bit more money than Duncan, but at the same time, no. I I thought we learned from Chandler Parsons. I thought we learned from deals like that. I guess we didn't, but we'll see. Miami is building what they think is their super team. Next are the Bulls. I like what the Bulls are doing. The Bulls today has signed DeMar DeRozan in a sign and trade deal with San Antonio. They signed Lonzo Ball, as I said earlier. They still got Zach LaVine. They gave up Thaddeus Young, but, you know, I mean, I would have gave up Thaddeus Young, too, to get DeMar DeRozan. But they have a good nucleus. You know, I thought they were going to get rid of Lauri Markkanen. I may be saying his name wrong, but y'all know who I'm talking about. I thought they was going to get rid of him in that bad contract, but they didn't. And they still have Vucevic. I might have said that wrong, too. But they still got him. Y'all know who I'm talking about. So I like what Chicago is doing. Chicago looks like they trying to compete immediately to you know, I think their team is better than Atlanta, but Atlanta got a little lucky last year with making it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. You know, Ben Simmons couldn't get out his own way. But I like what the Bulls are doing. I really do. Next is my team. My boy, the King, LeBron, and the Lakers, and AD, with Russell Westbrook, with Carmelo Anthony, Dwight Howard, Kendrick Nunn, Wayne Ellington. Championship. Hey, man, there's no need to play the regular season. Just skip us to the playoffs and give us Brooklyn and the Lakers right now. That's what I want to see. I want to see Brooklyn and the Lakers right now. I don't care to watch any of the regular season, any of the 82 games. Just skip to the playoffs and give me Brooklyn and Lakers right now in the NBA Finals. Just give me that. That's what I need. And then after that, I want to see LeBron versus Kyrie and Russ versus KD in a boxing match. Throw in James Harden, because I think Russ could take KD and James Harden at the same time. Throw them in. That's what I want to see. That's all I need to see. The Lakers are putting together Voltron. I might be missing some names here. I really might be missing some names here. But they are putting together Voltron. Oh, I did. Trevor Ariza. THT. Oh man, we got a squad, man. Yeah, so you know, so looking at who they've signed, they might have lost some perimeter defense, but I don't give a damn. I don't care nothing about that, because you ain't getting to the rim. And I guess they just playing the analytics of things. Teams got to beat them from the outside, and chances are you're not gonna make that many threes, right? Unless you like shooting like Golden State did back in the day. But who shoots like Golden State besides Golden State, right? So, I mean, I'm here for it. The Lakers versus the Nets. That's all I need to see. And it's Lakers in 3. Moving right along. Congratulations to the Bucks on winning the 2021 NBA championship. Right now, they've kind of stood pat. They haven't really signed anybody new. You know, they lost PJ Tucker, but they bringing back Bobby Portis. And that's pretty much about all the moves they've made, right? There was some memes on Facebook and the Twitter talk and whatnot asking the question after the Bucks won the finals. The question was, did they have a super team? Did the Bucks have a super team? That was the big talk. You know, a lot of people saying no. But in my opinion, they did. At least they thought they had a super team. They did not just roll a team together and think it wasn't what that couldn't compete with Brooklyn's big three, right? They didn't bring in PJ Tucker in the middle of the year thinking, oh, we can't compete with Brooklyn. They brought him in to compete with Brooklyn. They brought in Jrue Holiday to compete with Brooklyn. At the time, Brooklyn only had KD and Kyrie at that moment. And then they pulled off the midseason trades for James, right? So we gotta keep that into consideration, right? So at the time, Milwaukee, when they pulled off the trade, they thought they had a big three to go against Brooklyn's two. But then James came along, which made it three, right? So they had to go and get them PJ Tucker, right? So I'm going to read some numbers to you. And you just tell me what you think. And then I'm going to tell you who these numbers belong to. But points per game. One player, both these numbers are from the NBA Finals. Player one averaged 25 points a game. Rebounds, he averaged 10.7 points a game. Assists, he averaged 3.2 points a game. 3.2 assists a game. Steals, he averaged 1.3 a game. And blocks, he averaged 2 blocks a game. That's player one. Player two averaged 24 points a game. Player two averaged 6.3 rebounds a game. Player two averaged 1.5 steals a game. Player two averaged 0 blocks a game. Who do y'all think those players are? So points per game, we're only off by 1 point. 1 point. Rebounds, we're off by 4, a solid 4, right? But when I tell you who these players are, you'll understand why we're off by 4, right? That's 4 rebounds, right? Assists, player two averaged more assists, but you'll understand why he averages more assists when I tell you who he is. Player two also averaged 0.2 more steals, but we're still at 1. We're just gonna say 1 steal each player, right? So we even with that, right? And then player one had the more blocks, right? Player one is the Lakers' Anthony Davis. Player two is Chris Middleton. Now, both of these numbers are from the finals in consecutive years. People tend to believe that the Lakers had a super team when they won in the bubble, right? But nobody wants to give any credit to the Bucks for having a super team or say they had a super team when they have a clear number two who plays just as well as the number two, because AD was not the number one in Los Angeles. He's the number two. LeBron is the number one. LeBron is the straw that stirs the drink. So Chris Middleton absolutely played as if he was part of a super team. A lot of people want to give Giannis the credit, and I'm here to tell you that Giannis deserves Finals MVP. I'm not saying that, but let's not act like Chris Middleton didn't have a 40-point game also in the finals. Okay, let's not act like that. Also, Chris Middleton did not have to guard the top offensive threat from Phoenix. That was PJ Tucker's job. He did an okay job. That's which is why PJ Tucker averaged 0 points, because he's there to guard the best player, spot up in the corner for an open shot from 3. That's his job. That's it. No more, no less. Jrue Holiday is your third. That when PJ Tucker gets tired from guarding, he go guard. Which also is why Jrue had pretty much a bad offensive NBA Finals, because he was working so hard on the defensive end with Chris Paul. He absolutely after game one with Chris, with Chris, Paul had like 32 points. He disappeared. Jrue put him on a milk carton the rest of the finals, and which is why Milwaukee was able to win 4 straight. But I just wanted to go over that quickly because like I say, this is my first video in a while, and I just want to get that off my chest. Yes, the Bucks were a super team. At least they thought they were a super team. General public, you may not feel as though they were a super team, but they're paying Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton over 150. Chris is like $172 million in his contract. He absolutely is part of a super team. Period, point blank. But congratulations to them, though, by the way, because they earned it. That's going to end the show today with the Good Intelligence Sports Podcast Show. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, subscribe to the channel, like the video. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm of getting the videos shown and getting more people to become a part of the Good Intelligence Sports Podcast Show family. Until next time, football season is about to start. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of videos on my local team, the New Orleans Saints. Stay tuned for it, and I'll see you on the next episode.